And moving on to the next one, I just copied this over here and commented that out. So essentially for each account, determine the average amount spent per order on each type per order. Your Okay, and then your results should have four columns, one for the account name and one for the average amount of one average amount spent on each paper type. Just be careful that we need to, that's where the four is coming in from because there are three paper types, so therefore there's going to be 3 plus 1. So this is going to be, I think this is, I'm assuming to be a multiple group by. The reason I assume that is because looking at our ERD, um, we are gonna still be our data set's gonna be limited to just the accounts and orders table, which is fine. However, we do need to determine the average amount per order. So per order. So just looking at the order itself, I'm wondering if we are just gonna group it by the account name and as well as the order ID. So let's go ahead and get started. So in first we get our data set itself. Again, this is just the order of execution for XSQL. I do recommend that we all kind of refresh it, get a refresher on it, just in case. So just first getting the data set, we got accounts, okay, A, join, orders, and O, and then join on, we're just going to do A.id equals O dot account ID. Now we're going to do group by, and so the reason we're going to group it by two things is because it's saying, first of all, for each account, so we need to see that group, and as well as for per order, right? So what that's going to look like is account.name, that's going to give us the account, and then o.id, which is going to give us the each and every single order's ID itself, and that's how we will be able to determine per order. Now, simply just setting up our columns, we can just do a.name, which is gonna, and then we can set up an alias, self account, o.id, we can just do order, um, yeah, order ID or order ID. And now just for the remaining three, which is just going to be the um for the average average amount for each paper type. So that's just going to be standard quantity, and poster, and that's going to be, oh, we're actually missing the, we are also, I'm just going to stick with the aliases because, and o dot class quantity. Okay, so what I expect this query to produce is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, this should be 5. No, it's going to have 4. Okay, so it should technically have 4. Okay, columns. However, I'm just putting this in just to be able to being able to visualize it properly, and then I can remove it and see what difference it makes. So let's go ahead and run that query. And okay, so oh, sorry, did not set up the aliases again. Standard poster. Interesting that this is showing as blue. I'm not sure why, but I guess they'll tell us if you're wrong somewhere. And it's gonna be glass. Okay. And okay, so we are back at the same thing where we're given that, and of course, as per what the um, as what the requirement of the query is that we do not include the order ID. So let's go ahead and show that. And then can I predict that's going to be the same records? So let's go ahead and do that. And yeah, from the looks of it, as I recall. 50469. Yeah, 0483. Perfect. Amazing. So that's that.